6 common kitchen items that could increase cancer risk. Do you know that something sitting quietly in your kitchen could be feeding cancer cells without you realizing it? Most of us grew up believing our kitchens were places of health and nourishment. But over the years, modern food and convenience culture have filled them with silent toxins. From certain cooking oils to food containers, hidden carcinogens slowly build up in our bodies. In this video, we're going to uncover 6 common kitchen items that experts warn could increase your risk of cancer and inflammation, especially after 60. These aren't rare or exotic products. They're things millions of people use every single day, believing they're safe. Stay with me until the end, because the last item on this list is something that even health-conscious people overlook, and it could be the one quietly doing the most harm to your body. Number 1. Cooking oils that turn toxic under heat. One of the most dangerous things hiding in your kitchen isn't sugar or salt. It's your cooking oil. Many oils that claim to be heart-healthy actually transform into cancer-promoting compounds when heated, especially above medium temperature. Vegetable oil, corn oil, soybean oil, and canola oil are the main culprits. When these oils reach high temperatures, they release substances called aldehydes and lipid peroxides, unstable molecules that damage your cell from the inside out. Over time, this process increases oxidative stress, inflammation, and even DNA damage, laying the foundation for serious diseases, including cancer. Most people don't realize that these oils were never meant to be used for daily frying or sautéing. They were industrially processed to extend shelf life, not to nourish your body. When you pour them into your pan, you're essentially cooking with a chemical mix that's been stripped of natural antioxidants and packed with unstable fats. Instead, focus on oils that can withstand heat. Olive oil, avocado oil, and coconut oil remain stable and protect your cells rather than attacking them. Their natural compounds fight inflammation and improve cholesterol balance, 2 of the strongest defenses against chronic illness. I once met a retired chef named Harold, 74, who said, "I cooked with vegetable oil for 40 years because I thought it was healthy. Then my doctor told me it was hurting my heart. After switching to olive oil, his energy levels improved, his cholesterol dropped, and he told me he finally felt clean after meals instead of bloated or heavy." The truth is, the oils you use every day are either helping your body heal or feeding long-term inflammation. If there's a bottle of corn or soybean oil sitting in your pantry, it's time to throw it out. The damage it does is slow, silent, and cumulative. Every meal cooked with the right oil is a small step toward protecting yourself and your family from what too many people ignore until it's too late. Number 2. Non-stick cookware coated with Teflon. Many people believe their exposure can alter how your body manages fat and hormones, which is why many health experts now advise older adults to remove non-stick cookware entirely. The danger grows when the coating starts to chip or scratch. That's when the chemical layers flake off directly into your meals. You might think those black specks in your scrambled eggs are harmless, but they're not food, they're plastic. Once inside your body, they add to the toxic load your liver and kidneys have to pay. I use my nonstick skillet every morning for years until my daughter sent me an article about PFAS. She switched to a ceramic pan, and within months noticed her kitchen air felt cleaner and her food tasted better. "I never realized how much those fumes were affecting me," she said. It's the silent, everyday habits that make the biggest difference. That pan sitting on your stove may look harmless, but the long-term cost to your health is anything but. If you care about the food you eat, start with the surface you cook it on. Your body and your family will thank you years from now. Number 3. Plastic food containers and bottled water. For years, many of us stored leftovers in plastic containers or drank bottled water without thinking twice. But as plastic ages, heats, or cracks, it begins to leak chemicals that behave like estrogen in the body, substances known as endocrine disruptors. These compounds, such as BPA and phthalates, have been linked to hormonal imbalances, reproductive issues, and even certain cancers, particularly breast and prostate cancer. The danger increases when you heat food in plastic. Microwave safe doesn't mean safe for your health. It simply means the plastic won't melt. The truth is, even mild heat causes micro-leakage of these chemicals into your food or drink. And if you've ever left a water bottle sitting in a warm car or direct sunlight, you've already witnessed how the taste changes. That's plastic residue mixing into the water. As we age, our body's detoxification system slows down, making it harder to flush out these toxins. Seniors are especially vulnerable because decades of exposure have already built up in their fatty tissues. Each additional bit that enters the body adds to an invisible burden that your liver, kidneys, and immune system must constantly fight against. Glass and stainless steel are safer, sustainable alternatives. They don't leach chemicals, they last long. Steel bottle instead of disposable plastic is one of the simplest ways to protect yourself daily. A woman named Linda, 68, told me she used to microwave soup every afternoon in the same plastic container for years. After learning about BPA exposure, she switched to glass. It was such a small change, she said. But my food started to taste cleaner, and I didn't get that heavy, bloated feeling after meals anymore. Our kitchens are filled with habits passed down from a time when people didn't know better. But awareness is power. The plastic that once symbolized convenience has quietly become a threat to our long-term health. Removing it from your home is one of the simplest, most powerful ways to reduce cancer risk and give your body a cleaner environment to thrive in. Every time you heat, eat, or drink from something safe and natural, you're reminding your body that you care about its future. And that's a message your health will always respond to with gratitude. Processed meats and preserved foods. One of the most deceptive dangers in your kitchen may not come from what you cook, but from what you unwrap. Processed meats like bacon, sausages, ham, and even certain deli slices contain preservatives called nitrites and nitrates. These chemicals are added to make meat look fresher and last longer. But when exposed to high heat or stomach acid, they can form nitrosamines, which are among the most potent cancer-causing compounds ever discovered. Decades of research have linked frequent consumption of processed meats to higher risks of colon, pancreatic, and stomach cancers. Yet these products continue to dominate breakfast plates and sandwiches because they're convenient, tasty, and inexpensive. But convenience often comes at a hidden cost. Each slice of bacon or packaged sausage may carry a small chemical toll that your body struggles to process, especially as you age and your liver's detox system slows down. Another hidden danger lies in preserved or canned foods high in sodium and chemical stabilizers. Many of these products contain bisphenol BPA in the can lining, which can leach into the food over time. BPA disrupts hormonal function and has been linked not only to cancer, but also to insulin resistance and heart disease. The good news is that you can enjoy flavor and safety without losing comfort. Freshly cooked meats or those cured naturally with sea salt and herbs provide protein without the chemical baggage. If you love sandwiches, try roasting your own turkey or chicken breast. It keeps for days and avoids the hidden toxins. I once met a man named Robert, 75, who told me he'd eaten bacon every morning since his 30s. When his doctor showed him a study connecting processed meats to cancer, he switched to homemade turkey sausage. 3 months later, his blood pressure dropped, and he told me, "I feel lighter, not just in my body, but in my conscience." The body is forgiving when given the chance. Every time you remove one chemical-laden product from your plate, you make room for healing. Food can either be slow poison or slow medicine. The choice begins in your kitchen. Number 5. Artificial sweeteners and diet products. Many people think that switching to diet soda or sugar-free snacks is the healthy choice. But in truth, many of these products contain chemical sweeteners that can quietly harm your body over time. Substances like aspartame, sucralose, and saccharin are marketed as calorie-free miracles. Yet studies have shown that they can disrupt your metabolism, damage gut bacteria, and even trigger cellular changes linked to cancer development. Aspartame, for instance, breaks down into methanol and formaldehyde inside the body, both toxic weight gain, fatigue, and insulin resistance, the very conditions many people are trying to avoid by using them. A safer, more natural way to satisfy your sweet tooth is to use raw honey, pure maple syrup, or stevia extracted from real leaves, not synthetic blends. These alternatives, when used in moderation, provide sweetness with antioxidants and trace minerals rather than chemicals. I once met a woman named Diane, 71, who told me, "I drank diet soda for 20 years because I thought it was better for my waistline, but I always felt tired and bloated." When she gave it up, replacing it with lemon water and herbal tea, she said, "I finally felt my body come back to life." The idea that 0 calories equals 0 harm is one of the biggest lies of modern food marketing. Real health isn't about removing calories. It's about removing chemicals. Every sip or bite that comes from something real, grown, or natural teaches your body to trust you again. If you want your kitchen to be a place of healing rather than harm, check your pantry labels tonight. If you see aspartame, sucralose, or acesulfame potassium, it's time to throw those out. Your body will thank you with clearer energy, better sleep, and a peace of mind that no artificial flavor can ever replace. Number 6. Aluminum foil and old cookware. Many people over 60 still cook with the same pots and pans they bought decades ago, not realizing that those old non-stick coatings may now be releasing toxic fumes and particles into their food. Traditional non-stick pans are coated with chemicals called PFAS, known as forever chemicals, because they don't break down in the environment or the human body. Over time, exposure to PFAS has been linked to several types of cancer, including kidney, testicular, and liver cancer. When these pans heat beyond a certain point, even slightly higher than medium flame, the coating starts to degrade. You can't see it, but microscopic particles enter the air in your food. And if the pan is scratched or peeling, the danger multiplies. For older adults whose lungs and immune systems are more fragile, this slow exposure can take a heavy toll. Aluminum foil, another kitchen staple, also carries risk. When used to cook acidic foods like tomatoes or citrus, the acid reacts with aluminum, leaching the metal into your meal. Studies have shown that high aluminum levels can accumulate in the brain, potentially contributing to cognitive decline and diseases like Alzheimer's. There are safer, time-tested alternatives: cast iron, stainless steel, or ceramic cookware. These materials may take a bit more care, but they'll never poison you slowly. Cast iron, for example, even adds small amounts of beneficial iron to your food. I knew a couple, George and Ellen, both in their 70s, who switched from Teflon pans to cast iron. At first, Ellen missed the convenience, but within a few months, she told me, "Food tastes different, cleaner, and I feel better knowing I'm not eating what's flaking off my pan." Our kitchens are filled with invisible risks disguised as convenience. But the truth is, the older we get, the more every small exposure matters. Your body's resilience may not be what it once was, but your choices still hold tremendous power. So tonight, when you're washing your dishes, look closely at your cookware. If you see scratches, peeling, or blackened coatings, it's time to let them go. The cost of replacing a pan is nothing compared to the cost of poisoning your health a little each day. Final thoughts. Your kitchen can either heal you or harm you, and the difference often lies in the quiet details you overlook. Each jar, pan, or packet may seem harmless on its own, but together they can form a web of invisible threats that slowly chip away at your health and peace of mind. At our age, every small decision matters because the body we've carried for decades now asks for gentler care, not more punishment. What's remarkable, though, is how quickly the body can recover once you remove what's hurt. Within days of cutting out chemical-filled foods, toxins, and artificial additives, people often notice lighter digestion, calmer sleep, and clearer energy. The same kitchen that once worked against you can become your strongest ally if you let awareness lead your choices. When you stand in your kitchen tomorrow morning, look around with new eyes. Ask yourself, does this help me live longer, or does it just make things easier today? That one question can change everything. The path to a longer, cleaner life doesn't start in a hospital or clinic. It begins right there, between your refrigerator and your stove. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.